What is it about the love affair with the dollar bin? What's the deal? Is it that we feel emboldened, like we're Indiana Jones, we're on the hunt, we're going to find something super valuable? I think that's what it is. And you know what? Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Let's see if I do. You tell me.
Watch Nighttiger Comics!
What? Tiger Comics.
Tiger Comics!
Nighttiger Comics! Tiger Comics! What? Nighttiger Comics?
Yeah!
Before we start, let's check out some things I picked up at 5 and 11. Never been there before. You can see I got a new camera angle. I'm using this thing right now. $5. Works really great. If you don't get the tripod one with the bendy legs. That thing is junk, but this thing is really cool. $5. Okay. Also picked up these. They had a ton of these sealed, brand new Titanfall 2. I looked up and did reviews on the campaign. Nothing but glowing reviews on the campaign mode, so I picked this up for $5. Now, product placement, Monster Energy drink, $1 dollar bin. Now, let's move on to the dollar comics. So, this first one I show is really weird. This has never happened to me before, but I had a dream, and when I woke up, this comic book was in it. I had seen it before. It's from the 80s, and I never owned it. I said, you know what? Just to be safe, let me jump on eBay. I found 3 mint copies for $1 each. It is Neil Adams' Miss Mystic #1. Now, I don't know, I'm not a psychic or anything, but when you have a dream about a comic book, I think it's best to just grab a couple. You just never know. Very cool looking cover though. And it is iconic. Right. So I picked 3 of those up. Those are from October 1982 and Neil Adams art. Alright, so first LCS in my hometown, Vibranium Comics, Austin, killer dude, shout out to him. Check him out on Instagram, link to him. So picked up these for $1, and this one because it's a key, Elektra #21, the first white costume, really dynamic, good girl covers in this run. And then I picked up #23 simply because it's a Bill Sienkiewicz cover. I think I have read a few in this run, and sometimes the art inside is not all that good and the story's not quite that good. These ones I picked up I haven't read yet. Another Bill Sienkiewicz cover. Oh my goodness, thing is awesome. It's so beautiful in black. For $1, heck yeah. And then one more. Love when he does those long, long legs. He has a special way of exaggerating them. And this kind of reminds me somewhat of a James Bond pose. Check it out, though. Check out those high heels. Women always look good in red. That's why you always see in the Golden Age covers, blonde haired and red dresses. So the same LCS, if you buy comics there using your debit or your credit card, you get points. And then when you get so many points, I think it's when you get 10 points, you can get a free $1 comic. So I had 25 points. I picked out 2 books. I actually been eyeing this one for a while. I've seen it on Instagram and shown, and I just wanted to have it. Good to have for Valentine's Day to show on Instagram. And these issues with romance are always cool. Superhero romance. So I picked that up. That's Action 568 for March 85. And then I picked this up. I guess Superman returns to the Action title in 643 with a killer George Perez homage art to issue #1. So that is that for that LCS. So I had some time in Alabama. Had to stay the weekend. So I hit the comic shop, hit the dollar bin up there. So what did I get? Amazing Spider-Man 185 for $1. It's a mid-grade copy. This is from 1978. This is Peter graduates college, so it's kind of a minor key. Then, of course, Morbius is hot, so I got this for $1. Another kind of mid to low grade. I think I just read this. It was really good. Peter Parker, number 7, June 1977. Of course, I would try to pick up all the bronze copies out of the dollar bin. I should do it on this side for no shadow. And this is Karate Kid, number 14, June 1978. I think I have picked up multiple issues of this. Just cool Terminator from 1990, number 1 from Dark Horse. And then another Peter Parker Spectacular, number 29, 1979. Kind of a horror cover. I don't know who that is. I haven't read it yet. Then I picked up this. They had the full run, but they were a little bit worse for wear, so I left them there. I should have grabbed them. But this is Return of the Jedi Limited Series, issue number 1, 1983. This one's kind of a mid to high grade. Okay, so the next ones, and these are the last LCS I went to. And this one's here in my hometown. Bearded Brown Coat. Shout out to Mike. Having a great sale coming up on the 29th. I'm hoping to get a lot of killer books out of that. But, so sometimes I get home, I give myself a $20 limit, and I say, go find what you can for $1. So don't buy, I go to the LCS with not buying anything but dollar books. And I go, because I have time, so I go through all the bins, which takes me about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And I usually put 5 to 6 books back. You should always pull everything out you want and then thin it out at the end. Sometimes, and I've done this in the past, but it's not a good thing to do. You look at it and go, I'll come back for it. And then you can't locate it again. So pull it out, make you a big old stack. You can always put them back. So I just grabbed this. It's a high-grade copy of Superman 386, 1983. But it's really a cool Gil Kane cover. And I don't know what happened with Gil Kane's pencils in the 80s. They changed. There's a lot of like wider line work on the inks. And from what I understand, he used to ink his own work. But I think they started having other inkers on his books, and that's why it changed so much. I already own this, but I'm not turning down a high-grade copy of a Mike Zeck cover, Batman number 420, June 1981. Just check out that cover. Action-packed. And I've been wanting this, so I'm happy to find it for $1. It's officially the last issue of Superman 423. And it has a bunch of stories by a bunch of iconic artists, George Perez, Kurt Swan, to name a few. September 1986, but then they did continue the title on. And, it's like an homage to the 1960s 80-page Giants. Picked up a second copy of this. Anytime I find this for $1, Dave Stevens cover, will pick it up. This is Alien Worlds number 4, September 1993. This whole run is top caliber stuff. The artists, the writers, it's basically comparative to EC Comics. It's probably the closest anyone's ever got to representing that era of the Golden Age. Check this out. If you find it for $1, every title from Pacific Comics you want to pick up, even the Miss Mystic, I know it's going to be good. Picked up some Underground comics, Zap Comics, number 2 from July 68. These always look so cool. The covers are so dynamic. Sometimes the stuff inside, I don't read all of them because they have nudity. I'm not into that, but not all of them do. So I picked up this. Robert Crumb, man. If you could pick up Robert Crumb, these books are resellable. This book goes for about $25. This is actually the 9th printing. Had to do a little research from 1971. So I got that for $1, and then I got the 15th printing. Pretty cool, huh? And I think it has to do with marijuana, hippie stuff. So I picked up this, Jolt, first appearance, Thunderbolts number 4, July 1997. So the rule in this store is if it's not priced, it's $1. And a lot of times they'll have the same issues priced out. They had another one of this priced out for $10, but this one wasn't priced, so I got it for $1. So I go through and I find a lot of issues that are already priced out, but then they have copies that aren't, which is the one you want to find. Mike, hope you're not watching this. Otherwise, get in those boxes and price stuff. So we're going to Adam Hughes cover. Nice cover. Female Dr. Fate. October 1989. Number 31. Early Hughes cover. Pretty cool. They had some more Hughes covers there. I left them. I left the ones that didn't have women on them because obviously he does his women really well. Another Pacific Comics, like I said, number 1. Twisted Tales, November 1982. Definitely pick up any Pacific Comics that you can get for $1. Of course, you know, the high-grade ones. Okay, so last, we're going to end this out with some more Adam Hughes. Justice League 34. January 1990. What the heck is she serving up right there? You decide. I am not going to take a guess. But got this direct. And then I got the newsstand. So that's it for the dollar books. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope I inspired you. Get out there. Check those dollar bins. The thing is, it's perseverance and patience, and it takes time. It's the hardest thing to ever go through dollar bins when you have a limited amount of time. So set aside a day where you have some time. Your spouse is at work, the kids are at school, you got 3 or 4 hours. Head to your local LCS, bring $20, see what you can find, and show us. I want to see. Nighttiger, peace, brothers and sisters in the comic community.